A 1, 2, 3, 4. I love succulents and you do too. They're so beautiful, fun and new. The gift that keeps on giving on and on. So watch my videos, we'll all have fun.
What is today's agenda? Okay, I went outside yesterday and there was a lot of weeds. And I mean, if you're looking at it from afar across the street, it actually looks good because it's all green. But when you get closer, it's just like, and I'm not one to impress other people as much as I want to impress myself, because it's my life's goal to be able to have a really nice garden. So I just like took a deep breath and I'm like, I'm not even going to stress about this. What I am going to do is slowly but surely clean up all that mess. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but because I worked about maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours yesterday, I started to feel the aches and pains that come with old age. So I'm going to just limit myself to a certain amount of time, like maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half to do whatever I have to do, but yet also do it every day so that I can, my body can start getting used to it. Maybe I can add more and more time to it. But right now, as it stands, because I haven't been out in the garden for so long with all this rain, I do not see any rain in the forecast in the next week. So I think I'm going to be able to get a lot done. And now that the ground is still pretty soft from all the rain that we got, I'm going to be able to, clean it up fast, I hope. Because I just want to give myself like a week or two to get rid of all the weeds that I see out there. In the back, there's not really a lot, which is, I'm so impressed, because that's when I started all this whole succulent business thing. I started in the backyard. The front yard was all grass, so this is the one that I need to give my attention to. The ones in the back, I have given a lot of years pulling weeds and all that. So there was not a lot of weeds, unless it was like empty spaces. That's where the weeds come from. But where my plants are, it's really no weeds. So I'm going to, as much as I can, get some succulents from the back and put it in the front. As I'm pulling up weeds, I'm going to start planting so that so there will be less weeds. And also my worm bin is starting to get really crowded, and I see mass exodus from the worms, and the bin is pretty healthy. I think they're just overcrowded, and they have a way of thinning themselves out, giving up their lives for the rest of the worms to survive. So I see a lot on the ground, and it hurts my feelings. I don't know why. I feel like they're living creatures, so I don't really want anybody to die. So what I'm gonna do is make use of the population that's in there now. So every time I fix, I started yesterday, I just cleaned up all the weeds that's there right now. So I'm gonna get some plants and plant stuff in there, and just go a little bit at a time. There's a lot of sections there. I'm hoping that my trees grow really fast. I put worms in there. I don't know if they're still alive, but I'm hoping that they are, so they can feed the plant and make it, make the trees grow faster, hopefully. And there's a little bit of a secret there. And the secret is that you need to like save your pea, because the trees love the pea, and especially the fruit trees, especially the citrus fruit trees, they love it. I started doing that, not giving them too much, but just every now and again, whenever I can think about it, I put some in there. It's supposed to be good fertilizer for them. And so it's been giving me a lot of fruit. It's been giving, I mean, one time it was just like, it's white, full of flowers, and you know, flowers make fruit. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to just brave this cold weather. I mean, at least it's sunny out. Hopefully it's not that cold. I think in the next week it's going to be in the 60s. Oh, we're just so lucky here in California. As much as I love the weather here, you know, the other areas of California is really not that great. But that being said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to show you what I have done so far. Okay, bye. So this is what I was working on yesterday. I pulled up all of the weeds from there, and then I started on this side too. So I really like that plant right there, but it seems like it's thinning out. So I'm going to chop some off and add it over here. I got some of that right there that just was getting very leggy. So I still have some here, but I believe that all the weeds have taken over. So that's what I'm working on today, guys. So these plants I got out of that area over there. So because these don't grow too tall, I'm just going to plant them back there where I showed you. And also this guy right here. This guy right here has been sitting in this pot, and it's going to be too big for it now. So I'm just going to gather all of the ones that I know is going to survive on that side, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that is all cleared up, and so now I'm going to add more perlite into it because it's still kind of compact. So I'm gonna finally add the worms. Hopefully they have enough food to eat. I think they do. There's a lot of roots, dead roots here, and more roots are gonna die, of course. And then I also have this tube right here, and it's going to be able to water this area too, so I'm not worried too much about it. Okay, so this is what we got so far, and in order to keep that cat away, I'm going to put the rocks all around it now. And I put her there. She came from there. And I put her there because there's shady right here. Because this plant is shading it. And hopefully by the summer it takes on. The roots take on and she won't be too shocked. I don't think so because there's like maybe 6 months from now until then. So hopefully all of these will take root already and not be so sensitive to the sun. But if I see that they're struggling, I'm going to do maybe a shade up here. Hi, trash can. So yeah, so the next step is to put the rocks around it so that the cat doesn't dig. Okay, so this is what the final result is. Very beautiful red lava rocks. And I made sure that I covered everything so kitty cat won't dig and try to poop. And to double that, I'm going to put something over it just to protect. Ooh. So I have accomplished what I needed to accomplish today. That little section of the yard where you first come in through the fence, and that area right there has just been overgrown with weeds. I forgot to take a before picture, but I mean, you could probably picture in your head like what a before looks like. I mean, it was overgrown. And then I would get some plants over on this side of the yard, and then I see so many weeds again, and I start pulling it, and it's like, okay, this is not in my plan today. My plan is to just go around like this and try to finish before the ground actually dries up, because right now it's really easy to pull the weeds because it's still wet. I should do that first. I think I should do that first. Since it's still wet and there is no rain in sight for the next week. I think I started around 9, and you know, I said I was only gonna do like an hour and a half. Well, 2 hours later or 3 hours later, here I am, and you can tell by the hair that it's been harrowing. I'm exaggerating, but it feels kind of harrowing. And it's hot in here now. It's like 60 degrees out there, guys. I mean, this is so unusual for January, especially in early January. So I'm tired, and for the rest of the day, I'm just going to upload this video. Hopefully you like it, and make sure you like and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And also check out my other channels, Silver Fox Army. And you know, I cover other things there. Hopefully, you know, a few of you would go there and check it out. The rest of the day, that's what I'm gonna do, and then tomorrow I have to do it all over again. I'm gonna stretch because I mean, it's getting my hip, really. I mean, just being crouched down and pulling weeds and stuff. This morning I woke up and my arm was like killing me. I'm like, what did I do yesterday? And I forgot that I just pulled weeds, a lot of weeds yesterday. And so I'm going to suffer for that tonight. And hopefully if I stretch, it wouldn't be too bad. So that's just a little tip for you guys. If you guys are doing something like repetitive type of activity, make sure that you stretch your muscles out after you're done, because when you get older, especially when you get older, and even younger kids, I notice, once you get older, it's like it's hard to go back to the way it was before. So you have to kind of stretch your muscles so that it doesn't have that memory. I used to be a massage therapist, and I know this. If you're doing something repetitively, you know, like typing and being scrunched like this. You have to stretch every 20 minutes. I didn't do that. I need to follow my own advice, because, you know, once you're in the groove, it's like, you know, just to stop and stretch, it's gonna be a little difficult. But after the activity though, it's very important to stretch your muscles and put your muscles back to the way it was before, because if you don't, then your muscle will memorize that bad posture, and then, you know, then you're out of alignment. That's a big tip. I hope you guys have a great day, and I am going to enjoy the rest of my day. It's hot in here, so I'm probably gonna open some windows. Okay, bye guys. XOXO, love you. See you on the next one. Make sure you like.